If you haven't been to China during the past few years, you might be in for a surprise. It's very digital and built for locals, so without some preparation, even simple things like ordering food can feel a bit confusing at first. Even if you speak some Mandarin like me, the apps and payment systems are different from what we are used to in Singapore. In this video, I'll share the apps I used during my trip to Guangzhou and Changsha, how I got around, how I made payment, and what you need to bring, especially if you're coming from Singapore or Malaysia, or you're just too used to Google Maps and also Apple Pay. Apps are essential in China. Without them, even simple things like booking a ride or paying for a meal can be stressful. The app I used the most was WeChat Pay for payment. I linked my foreign credit card and it worked almost for everything. But for payments above 200 yuan, I would use money in my mobile wallet to avoid transaction fees. You'll also need these apps: DiDi for booking taxis, Amap for directions, Trip.com for booking trains and hotels, Dianping for food reviews and vouchers, Meituan for food delivery and group buy deals. It is important to install and set up these apps before your trip. Some apps like WeChat Pay require verification, and this setup is much smoother when we are still in Singapore. You might have heard that China is completely cashless, but that's only partly true. I actually used some old cash notes at restaurants, convenience stores, and clothing shops. Cash is still accepted in many places, but try to carry small notes because some vendors may not have change. Credit cards work in upscale malls and hotel restaurants. But don't expect them to work at local cafes or small shops. Now, most people in China pay with QR codes, but here's the key. Sometimes you scan the merchant's QR code, other times they scan yours, so always check with the staff first. Also, get familiar with how to scan the QR code or how to let the other party scan your QR code because it can be quite confusing initially. At many restaurants and cafes, you also need to scan a QR code to order, which opens up a mini program inside WeChat. Menus are usually all in Chinese. If you need help with ordering food, you can still approach the staff. If you're stuck at the payment stage, show your phone to the cashier and ask nicely if they could help you navigate through the app. So overall, familiarize yourself with the WeChat interface and be ready to order through QR menus, especially in casual eateries. Getting around in China is efficient, but navigation apps work differently. Google Maps doesn't work properly. The GPS is often off and the locations may not be accurate. I still use it to get a general sense of direction. Then I'll switch to Amap for actual navigations. Amap is accurate, but in full Chinese, I sometimes found it a bit confusing. So what helped was copying the Chinese name of my destination from Trip.com or Dianping and then pasting it into Amap. For car rides, I usually book through DiDi. The payment can be directly linked to WeChat Pay. But hailing taxis on the street still works. Just be aware that they might charge more compared to booking on DiDi. Subway systems are clean and fast. Ticket machines are easy to use and they take cash or WeChat payment. Just double check the Chinese station names as some are very similar and you might end up in a wrong place. If you are taking a high-speed train, book it on Trip.com, preferably 2 weeks in advance. You'll need to enter your passport details and you must bring your passport to board. You can bring your own food on board or buy bentos and drinks from the snack trolley. It's like being on a plane. Even if you speak Mandarin like I do, the local accent and vocabulary might still catch you off guard. For example, for food takeaway, you'll need to say 外带, so keep your language simple. Here's something I didn't expect. Most local breakfast shops don't sell coffee. If you need caffeine, you have to head to a mall cafe or try your luck at convenience stores. Sometimes the coffee machines were down, so I ended up buying cold bottled coffee. Now, when it comes to food, here's a money saving tip. Always check if the restaurant has deals listed on Meituan. Meituan often offers group buy set meals at very low prices and the portion is still generous. In Changsha, my friend and I even used Meituan to book massage package that came with dinner included. If you're unsure how to use the Meituan app, just show the app to the staff to get them to help you. My friend and I also use Dianping app to look up food recommendations and also food reviews. Some attractions in China require advanced online booking. At Hunan Museum, we couldn't enter because we didn't reserve through the WeChat mini program. They had a fixed daily visitor quota. But at places like Orange Owl or Chen Clan Academy, we could still buy tickets on the spot, either at the counter or through an app right before entering. Also, always carry your passport when going out. Many places need it for ticketing or ID verification, especially at tourist attractions and train stations. Here are a few small things that made a big difference during my trip. Bring an umbrella. It's useful for both sun and sudden rain. Carry a handheld fan, especially in summer. Always have tissue or toilet paper with you. Many toilets, even in malls, don't provide it. These little things really help me stay comfortable throughout the day. Traveling in China is very doable, but it's different from Japan, Korea, or even Malaysia. The systems are local, the apps are unique, and there's a learning curve. But once you get used to it, it becomes more efficient, modern, and really enjoyable. I hope this video helps you feel more prepared for your own trip. If it did, give it a like, share it with someone else planning to visit China. And if you want to see what it's really like on the ground, check out my travel vlogs in Changsha and Guangzhou. And thanks for watching!